Hi guys, so I'm in Pom Pom's room, possibly for the last time, doing a video with him in his castle behind me. This is really, really sad because all the videos I used to do, he was always sitting in the castle as part of the film with me, and obviously it's his ashes today. So a lot of sad memories and a lot of happy memories at the same time. I just wanted to run you through a couple of things while I'm sorting the house out and what I'm doing still to honour Pom's memory. So I've been posting on the channel, it's been a month since Pom Pom passed away, and I've been posting on the channel videos in memory of Pom Pom and community posts every day in memory of Pom Pom. And we are hoping to get a foster rabbit in the next several days, so hopefully by beginning of next week we will have a little foster rabbit, and I'm planning to put him in this room, as hard as it might be. If it all goes wrong and I find it's too emotional seeing a new rabbit in here, I will then move him down to the kitchen. He's not litter trained, he's only a little baby, he's 7 months. Don't know much about him at the moment, but he's 7 months old, he's not litter trained, so I'm going to have to train him on flooring that I can clean easily. So it kind of made sense to use this room. But this, as you know, was Pom's room. Now, the only benefit is, being a house bunny, Pom Pom didn't actually spend as much time in this room as he did in the rest of the house. So I still have memories of him all around the house if I don't confine his memory to this room, which is a nice thing. But I'm just going to have to sort of trial and error, really, just set this up for the new rabbit with some different stuff, maybe put some different decor up and just see how I feel. If it gets too hard for me, I'll then have to move the foster rabbit somewhere else. So I will let foster rabbits free roam, but for the moment this one's not litter trained, so for the short term, till he's litter trained and neutered, I'm going to have to keep him in a smaller space, and then I plan to have some supervised free roam time where he can go around the house and I can watch him and just see how we get on with that. So that's that. I don't know whether I'm moving too quickly. Some people say I'm not moving quickly enough. Some people say I'm moving too quickly. I suppose I was missing the caregiving side of things. So it's more like starting off just being able to love and care for a rabbit rather than finding someone that I'm going to really bond to. I realised that I will never bond with another rabbit in the way that I bonded with Pom Pom. It was a totally unique experience. He was my baby, he was my second child. So Theo's on that wrist, Pom Pom's on that wrist. And as far as I'm concerned, there will be more fur babies, and hopefully I'll be able to show them the love that they need, but I'm not going to have another child and another fur baby that's going to be like my son, which Pom Pom was. So yeah, it's all changing, for the good or for the bad, I'm not sure, but we're going to see how it goes, and that's what we're going to do. So the house is full of canvases and pictures of Pom Pom. I've got the 3 in here. If this is going to be the new rabbit's room as of next week, I might move those somewhere where I can see them more on a daily basis. I've got one big one in the lounge, I've got one in the landing. I wanted very much to keep Pom's ashes in his castle because he used to nap in his castle. When he was poorly towards the end, he started sleeping at night in his castle or in my bed, rather than going down to the lounge, which is something he chose to do. He chose to go and sleep in the lounge since we moved house a year ago, and then he decided, because he was more poorly, he wanted to be nearer to mummy, and then obviously the last few days he was in my bed anyway. So I really want to keep his ashes in the castle, and you can see how big it is in the dilemma I've got. I can't let another rabbit in the castle, obviously, so I'm going to have to board off the entrances and exits. I don't want anyone disturbing his ashes, and keeping it anywhere in the house, I'm really worried, they might end up jumping in and disturb it. So what I decided to do for now, I've talked it through with a couple of people. For now, on the landing, we have a very big cupboard that Pom Pom used to get into mischief in. I say cupboard, it's sort of, this big, very, very big and very, very deep. So it'll fit the castle, hopefully fit his toys. I might move them out of the trunk and put them back in the droners that they used to be in. And my plan is to keep it safe in there, as well as boarding up the doors so the other rabbit obviously can't disturb him. At some point in the future, I plan to put it somewhere else in the house, but at the moment, I'm finding the ashes a little bit hard to deal with. Now, I know everyone's different. Some people like to display ashes, but I'm really, really missing him more so now than when he first passed away. When he first passed away, I was still in shock, had to arrange cremating him, then we went away on holiday, we came back, and now it's sinking in that he's not in the house, the reality of getting another bunny, that's not going to be Pom Pom, and I'm just finding it really, really hard. So I'm going to keep those ashes in that cupboard. I'm going to make that cupboard sort of almost like a memorial tribute area to him. So I'm going to put lots of his things. I'm going to get one of my bed sheets that he's chewed to pieces, and I'm going to keep that in case the new rabbit wants to chew another bed sheet as well. That's going to be Pom's chewed bed sheet. I'm going to keep it in there. Keep a pair of my jeans that he loves chewing in there, and it's going to be all my special Pom things in there. And I know it's there if I want to go and see him, spend time with him, but also I can leave the door shut if it is just that bit too painful. So it's not saying I'm not going to bring it out in the future, but I very much was thinking, do I put his ashes on a shelf, which I could do, but I really want to keep him in the castle. So that's what I'm going to do for now. But I just want to share with you some of the things that I'm doing of myself to kind of get through the grief and honour his memory. You know, he's a wonderful, wonderful rabbit. He was my baby boy. And I didn't want to be in the situation where I've got a YouTube channel and I'm just replacing him straight away, because I had that really special connection with him. So I'm really hoping that I'm honouring his memory in a way that he would be proud of. Fingers crossed he's proud of me in the way that I was proud of him. And what I intend to do is start filming the foster rabbits as they come, but I'm still going to be putting up some videos and posts occasionally of Pom Pom too. So I'm not letting go of the Pom Pom side of the channel just yet. I can't bring myself to do that. So there's still going to be bits of Pom Pom coming and going in between new rabbit stuff as well. So this canvas picture, I had a small one done. I can't decide where to put it in the house, because then after I had this one printed, I got a massive one. You've seen it on one of the videos. It's sort of this big, and that's gone in the lounge, the same picture. I absolutely love this picture. This is him on the landing, and that's another reason why I'm putting him in the big cupboard in the landing at the moment, because the landing was his all-time favourite place to lie. He would lie on the, this is on the landing next to the cupboard with his cuddle bunnies, and you'd find him there more often than anywhere else in the house. So that's kind of his special place. And you know, it just I wanted to get pictures of him as a baby, but I also wanted a picture with the cancer scar, because I just want to honour the fact that he was beautiful and he was brave, and I just love him to bits, you know, before and after surgery. And this just honours the fact that he did battle that cancer, and he fought so long to stay with us as long as he could. So that's honouring him. Now I've got another photo book that I had done. I've got a few of these done. I showed you one on my birthday. So I'm just going to run through this one with you. I haven't actually seen this. I uploaded some random photos and I've left it until now to actually go through this with you. So apologies if I start tearing up at all. So this was when Pom Pom was a baby. This is him December. We got him in the August. He was born June that year, around 26th of June. I sort of went with a made up birth date because we weren't sure exactly when. So 26th of August was Gotcha Day when we got him. 2.5 years ago, and then this was the 1st December, so he would be a few months old, about 6 or 7 months old, and this is him. Our first cuddles, you can see he was a lot smaller then. Our first cuddles there. This is in the old house in his bedroom, so again we were both much younger then. There's a younger mummy. These are the stairs in the old house. I absolutely love this one, the way he's just standing up behind me looking at the camera. The full-length picture of it is gorgeous. There's another one I got that day of him sniffing my hair because I had banana flavoured shampoo and I think he liked it. This is one of the earlier selfies. It wasn't our first selfie, but I was trying to train Pom Pom to take selfies, and he would always put his ears down, or he'd sometimes put one ear down that was leaning into me and the other ear up. So he really knew how to pose for the camera. This is in my bedroom in the old house when he was very little. He used to like lying outside the door of my ensuite. So if I was ever bursting for the toilet, I had to move him aside gently so I could get in and go to the bathroom. We were just lying down then and having a little bit of a chat, I think. He used to love listening to me talk. I used to talk to him all day, and I really miss having my companion to just jabber onto. So this is a head-to-head shot. That's Pom Pom in the old house as well, when he was a little baby, a lot smaller. There he is, little Pom Pom having a chat with Mummy. There he is again. This is when he was smaller. You can see his fur growing back there as well. Beautiful fur he had. Again, these are all pictures in the previous house, so these are over a year old. That's just this is one of my favourites, cuddling Pom Pom. And that's him looking back over my shoulder. Absolutely gorgeous. So his old bedroom. I think a lot of these were taken in the previous house. The other book was the more recent pictures. So here he is again when he was quite small. That's in the previous house as well. We used to just lie down. I used to nap with him sometimes when I was tired. And there he is, adorable little nose. He used to love cuddling with me, just like babies cuddle. He was a little cuddly baby. And it's really strange. I was saying to my mum the other day, missing him as my baby. He used to actually have like almost a newborn baby smell. He smelled so nice. His fur on his forehead, he used to love just sitting there and sniffing him. That's just a little lie down together. That's him as well in my bedroom at the foot of the bed. There he is looking up to me and asking for his itinerary for the day, what to get done. That's our old cuddles in the kitchen. Here he is chilling out with me in the old house. He was just my little shadow. Everywhere I went, he was always with me. I miss him so much. This is when I was on a fluffy onesie cuddle with pom-poms on. He was intrigued by the pom-poms. And that's one of my favourite pictures of him looking up at me with the most adorable, loving eyes. So that's another memory book. I'm going to show you this one. I had this made, Pom Pom's room. I'm thinking I'm going to put it in here because even if another rabbit comes in, this is kind of Pom Pom's room still. Another rabbit is going to be in here, but I want to keep memories of Pom Pom as well. So moving on here, I had a fur clipping done when he was cremated. Now I didn't actually go to his cremation and it was a bit complicated, but I'll run you through it quickly. We went after Christmas, after he died, to get him cremated at a place called Lakeview in Peterborough, and we took him in. They were blaring out Christmas pop music, rocking around the Christmas tree. They wouldn't turn the music down. I could not mourn and respectfully say goodbye to my baby in a party atmosphere. So I took him back, wasn't going to work, took him back to the vets for storage. And then I found it was getting a little bit difficult having let go of him in the car when he passed away to see him again and then have to let go again. And I thought I couldn't put myself through that again. So we found a really nice place, Resting Pets in Essex, and Stephen went down, picked Pom up from the vets, went to Resting Pets. It was very respectful. He was able to say pay his respects to Pom and say farewell, and we got him cremated there, brought the ashes back, and then I placed the ashes in the castle and had a little talk with Pom Pom. So we did get a fur clipping there, and they did his paw prints, but I've just got some of his fur I've kept in a little box there. This I haven't boxed up yet. This was the last fur brushing that he did before he passed away. You see his fur there. If you look at his fur, it's all absolutely gorgeous. So the inner bits were very grey, and then the outer bits were very brown. So it's almost like tiger fur with the different colours on it. And that's one of his brushes still with fur on it. So I'm trying really hard not to cry. I've got a little box here saying Pom Pom on it. And this was a particular strand of fur that shows the colour of his fur. And the grey fur is what I found on my bedside table that had a carpet tile on it, which he was lying on the day before he passed away. Those 2 days where he stayed in my room, he was laying on the bedside table after he lay on the bed before he passed away. And I came home and found a bit of his fur on there, and I just thought that's the last bit of fur that he shed, pulled out, left on there for me. So I've kept that. That's quite emotional as well. More fur in there. Didn't want to part with any fur. I got this done. I thought this was really nice. I still don't know where to hang it. But this was a company that does photos with wording around it. I don't know if you've seen these before. I did get one with words for my son off Etsy years ago, and I thought this would be a really nice one to do for Pom Pom. So there he is with his little tilted sideways head, and he used to do that when he was trying really, really hard to understand what I was saying or concentrate on what I was saying. So I've just got a load of words here that I associate with Pom Pom. Special bunny, spider lion were the two favourite toys that he had that he used to love biting and tossing in the air. Go garden, we always called it go garden when he went to the garden. I've actually got a big stone being made to put in the garden that says go garden on it. I used to say, come here, you go garden, and he'd understand we were going to the garden. Pommy Boo, flop, happy, treats, play toys, kisses, licks, brave bunny, little one. Theo used to nickname him Little Z, so that's Theo's nickname. Pommy Doozer was my last nickname. I had hundreds of nicknames for him, and Stephen used to call him Tumbly Boo, so that's on there as well. So I've got all the family's nicknames for him: Sploot, Playful, Adventure, Exploring, just all the words that I could think of when I was thinking of Pom Pom and his picture. So that's really special, and I've yet to decide where to put that. In some ways it seems like a long time, a month, but in other ways it doesn't. It just seems to be going a little bit too quickly. Silly things, but my son was having a clear out of his books from the old house, and he had a bookshelf in his room that Pom Pom could access when he went in there, and of course Pom would nibble. So my son was saying, you know, he was outgrowing these books, and I said, hang on a minute, I've got to keep these. These are well-nibbled Shakespeare books. So Pom Pom was a good reader. He was an avid reader. He was very well educated. He read Shakespeare and one of my books, The History of England. He was a historian as well, our Pom Pom. Literally Reader's Digest, literally digested the book in one go, understood it all, and there's the nibble end of that book, and I'm not letting any of these little mementos go. In some ways, I can't really let anything go, but he had so much stuff and so much that reminded me of him. The garage is literally now half full of Pommy stuff, so I'm having to try and donate some of it. And we have donated the leftover amounts of his cancer medication to a rescue that has a cancer rabbit. So that is going to good use. I know Poms would have wanted that. Oh, I've got a trunk of his toys. This is like a fraction of the toys he had. You saw he had toys all around the house, and I used to rotate them every week so he didn't get bored. So there's literally box upon box upon box of toys. But I have kept here his all-time favourites. There's that puzzle that he used to have when he used to pull treats out of. He very cleverly used to pull these out and get treats. He loved that. Lion was one of his favourite toys. The spider with the legs there that I made him, it's like a rattan cube with palm things coming out. You've seen that in so many videos, variations of that. He used to love throwing in the air. His stacking cups, his cuddly blankies, half-chewed bowls. I am just too emotionally attached to this rabbit. There's so much stuff that I just cannot let go of at the moment. So this is all going to go in the cupboard with him in his castle for now. I'm going to make like a little memorial sort of sanctuary for him. In that, right, I think I'm getting towards the end of what I was showing you. I have done a few things in his memory that I think he would have liked and wanted me to do. So I'm still waiting for the others. When certificates and things come through in the post, I will share them with you. But this is the first thing I did. I have planted a tree in his memory with the Woodland Trust in the UK. And we've got here, one tree has been dedicated in Grove to at College Wood, which is in Berkshire. Now, this was the nearest of the Woodland Trust woods to us. It's about an hour and a bit away. So when things calm down, I've got a map and I hope to actually go to the wood and see where they've planted. I won't know which tree it is, but I'll see the grove where his tree has been planted. And it says here, in memory of Pom Pom, a very special, and now I'm tearing up, loving and the world's bravest bunny who will always be remembered forever in our hearts. So I thought that's, because he was a rabbit, he loved being in the garden. We preferred being in the house because he was a bit spoiled and he didn't want to get his paws dirty, bless him. He loved being in the house, but he did like going to the garden. And rabbits are wild animals, so I thought this is kind of a way of honouring his memory as a rabbit who would ordinarily live in the wild. I have done a couple of other bits, so I'll save those to share with you when I actually get certificates and things through. So that's kind of where we're at the moment, and the next time you see me will probably be with a new foster bunny. But as I said, please, you know, if you feel able to carry on the journey with us as Bunny and me, then, you know, it'd be great to have you on board. If you feel it's too much, now Pom Pom has passed, then thank you so much for your support so far. And thank you so much for helping me through this grieving period as well. I know there are those of you that are sticking by me, even though Poms is gone, in Pom's memory, and looking after his mum and just making sure that she's okay and that things are going okay with me. So I really do appreciate you guys standing by me. You know, I'm so fortunate in that a lot of people will lose a rabbit that maybe the world has never seen or heard of. You know, you all got to see Pom Pom, this amazing, wonderful bunny, even in a really short time. He touched so many people's lives and changed people's lives and did so much for the good of the world and just made a difference really in people's lives, which is wonderful. And yeah, it's really wonderful in a unique way that I get to grieve with you guys, because I'm really blessed in that way that I'm not grieving alone or just with the family. I have all these people out there that I can openly grieve with, that are, sort of going through it with me and understand really what I'm going through. So that's it. Here's Pom's in his castle, and thank you very much.